Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to that time of the week where your thirst must be quenched, your itch must be scratched, and your needs, they must be fulfilled. It is, of course, your Saturday night evening entertainment, 5 guys and a Gigalith. In tonight's enthralling episode, we take them down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home? But ladies and gentlemen, they shall not take you home. They shall take themselves home after, and only after, they have completely annihilated every UU Pokemon in their path. And such is the way, because we have a match today, rhyming once again, where we have the opportunity to do so. Therefore, we lead off with Potato, and Sharpedo seems a giant, massive motherfucking threat to the team, with Azumarill is the only water resistant. It seems pertinent, as it were, to go straight for the offensive play. Potato shall not get rocks up at the start of the game. He shall not explode either. He shall instead go for the Rock Blast. Get off only 3 hits, because I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, he's been concentrating more on the defense than on the offense, as it were, when he trained with the Dalai Lama. And so, not getting flinched was a bonus there, because otherwise in the past, it would have happened, and he would have gone down brutally indeed. And so in such a scenario, it seemed apt, ladies and gentlemen, to go into Incredible, to go into Azumarill, to take the predicted waterfall hit. But Sharpedo, knowing better than that, knowing that Earthquake would take down Gigalith without any trouble, otherwise opts to go for that instead, follows it up with a crunch, and Azumarill falls once again, not participating as fully as he possibly could in 5 guys and a Gigalith, and is unfortunately going to be only used as death fodder in this game. But ladies and gentlemen, of course, no worries needed. Hitmonchan is back in the building. He is obviously strong enough to take on the best of the rest, and has decided to take Sharpedo down with a fell swoop of a Mach Punch, sliced his Registeel with his fisting hand of precision, of knifingness, because he totally has knives that come out of his fist. That's his special edition bonus pack that came with him when he went to train with Jackie Chan. Of course, I mean, makes sense, definitely. Yes, he does do that, strike the Registeel down with a Drain Punch, but knowing that Miss Magus is the obviousest switch-in the world, goes for the Thunder Punch, does not quite land the paralysis on it, but is now in a prime position to go for a second follow-up move, being Ice Punch, and is able to not only live the Shadow Ball with absolute perfection, but take out Miss Magus in the process, and leaving himself at the perfect range where he can threaten the entire team that now stands in his way. Blastoise comes in thinking it can take a hit, and it is rightly so saying that, because, ladies and gentlemen, Thunder Punch would not knock out a Blastoise from that range, and therefore Hitmonchan opt instead to go for the Drain Punch, knowing that his HP will be brought back to a range at which he will be able to live the oncoming Water Assault from the Scald and follow up with a Thunder Punch on the second turn. But of course, it just had to happen. The burn, the affliction takes Hitmonchan too early indeed, and it is not able to go for a full powered up Thunder Punch. It is weakened and unable to eliminate Blastoise from the field of play. Fear not, however, ladies and gentlemen, because of course Kong is still in the building. He's faster than Blastoise, he's more powerful than Blastoise, he has more experience than Blastoise, and of course he has the super effective Thunderbolt to strike Blastoise to his very core as the water drips from his insides. He is shocked to death by a blasting critical hit. And so, as dominating as Nidoking may seem at this current point in time, he is unfortunately forced to switch by the threat of the Crocodile, not only by its Scarf potential, but also its super effective Earthquake. But ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the one, the only fucking man who ain't having any of that today. He shall take the Stealth Rock damage as pain to his core, yet shall not be shattered by it. Throw his U-turn in the face of a Registeel and force Potato out into the field of play, where he shall have one last moment of opportunity to do what he pleases against such a foe. And ladies and gentlemen, both being such slow motherfuckers as they are, does this really make a difference as to what happens here? Well, I shall tell you for once and all, it does, ladies and gentlemen, because Stealth Rocks are always needed, they are always necessary, and Potato is not going to unfulfill his job in such a situation as this one. He's able to live the Earthquake from the Registeel, to set up the late game hazards, and of course finally and in a timely manner fall to a Seismic Toss that is thrown his way indeed. But Registeel, now low on HP, defense is breached, is able to be eliminated, annihilated, and destroyed by all manners of firepower. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I am in control of the man who puts the man into manners of firepower. That is, of course, Kong, throwing a stab earthquake in the wake of the Registeel and eliminating from the field of play. But Kong has nerves of steel, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, and he is able to take the brunt of the hit that is expected for the fucking man to take, because of course earthquake would be the obvious play at this point, and yet Kong holds his nerve, stays in, knows that the earthquake is not coming his way, is able to live a crunch, and is able to eliminate the crocodile with a timed ice beam. And of course, as Kong could easily take this Magmortar down, he knows his place in the team. He knows that he is not the real fucking man. So of course he goes for the Thunderbolt, leaving a little bit of HP left for the final and opportune moment for the fucking man to leave his mark. This is how we end a game, with the move that defines a generation. Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats and be ready for
impact.
Down goes Magmortar, down goes the team, and ladies and gentlemen, the fucking man is able once again for the third time in a row, back-to-back wins, with a final move being the one and only Giga Impact. Will it happen again? Shall he continue this onslaught for the remainder of the season? Tune in next week to find out, and leave a huge, massive fucking impact on that like button if you approve of this message. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.